Welcome back to Underway Drifting and Dreaming. I'm Jennifer. My husband Jim and I are on an adventure of the lifetime, the America's Great Loop. Here in Demopolis, this is our last item that we worked on when we were in the yards. So since we bought the boat, we've had issues having the anti-fouling staying on the rudder and the shoe that peels off. So each time we pull it out of the water, we'd touch it up. When we were in Florida of April of 2024, Jim took the paint all the way down and tried it one more time. So this time he's going to use a product called PropSpeed. And if you see our props and screws, you see that they're kind of a gold color. This is what Jim will be doing. But first, he has to take all of the paint off. The sandblasting, when they pressure washed the boat, they did a great job, but there was still a lot of scraping. And each one of those little bolt heads, the paint needs to come off. And this is the job Jim gets to lay down. And when we purchased the boat was surveyed, so it came out of the water and they pressure washed the rudder and the shoe. Three or 4 weeks later, I'll show you what it looked like. It was covered with barnacles. So it's really important to keep the stainless steel protected. And Jim's going to walk you through the process here. Today is the day for PropSpeed. We're out of the sun.
Alright, so we are going to apply PropSpeed to our rudder and to the shoe. It's stainless steel, I just can't get anything else to attach. This has been on here over 2 years now, and about 7,000 miles, I guess, and it's holding up real well. I did top coat it. The very final product is a clear coat, and what I understand, it's basically like silicone, and I had a little bit left from the previous time, and I didn't want to do the prop because I don't think I would have enough to do all of this and then the leftover put it on the prop. The problem would be is I would have to clean the prop off to take it all the way down, and they have a PropSpeed removal process on it. It's like a paint stripper, and then finish that, and then if I didn't have enough, I'd have to buy another kit. And these kits for this is about $300. This kit was close to $600. It's not cheap, but if it's holding up that long, so I think it'll adhere. Coating it's not recommended because you're supposed to coat it when it's wet. So I went ahead and coated it. If it comes off, it comes off, but it's still, like I say, it's holding up. Next year we'll probably redo the props. So anyways, the process, it all comes in these little kits. This is a prop clean wipe, just like a towelette wipe, and I've already cleaned it once with acetone and gotten all the dirt off. I've prepped it, all the loose, I've taken it all the way down. A couple little things of paint, but it should be fine. So, and then I etched it with 60 grit sandpaper. They say at least 80 grit. So I had 60 grit and roughed it as best I can. So we're going to wipe it with this. And then you use a towel to wipe off, and you continue to use it until you get all the residue off. Then the prop prep wipe, which is sort of the chemical bonding agent, you go on next, wipe the whole thing down. And then we have the etching primer. This is the yellow stuff. I'm going to stir it to make sure there's no stuff on the bottom, and then I'll cover it. And then when I come back after I've done all the wipes, we're going to roll this stuff on. It's a hardener. It's a pre-mix hardener. Fill it up, stir it again 2 to 3 minutes, and then apply it. The pot life is, they say, up to 6 hours, so it doesn't have to be quick. The process is, though, you put a coat on here, and the second coat needs to go on within about 5 minutes. So you do a finger touch on it. If you see a little bit of a fingerprint, but it doesn't lift, then it's ready for the second coat. That's important. You don't want it to dry between coats. So we've got 2 of these.
So does that mean you need to work fast when you're putting it on because you have such a large
Well,
surface
I mean,
area?
there's a lot to do, but what I may do is do the shoe first and then come back and do the second coat on the shoe. And then if it's drying, we waited till morning. Yesterday it was just too hot. The surface temperature, we were using our detector, and it was
I see it. It's in that container where you're heading for.
I think it was too hot for this thing because this thing was, it's 83. Yeah, last night it was showing 104, 98. I think it was about 98 surface temperature. So right now the surface temperature is 83, 84. So this is better. It recommends no more than 90. It's a little more humid in the morning, but this best we've got. So I think it's our best conditions waiting. So we'll do our primer. And then again, once the primer's done, I'll cap it and we'll go on with the clear coat. And it's one thick coat of this, put it on, and you'll see it's sort of the shiny stuff. We'll mix that. We'll have a second tray for that. And I use foam roller on that. It does say don't use foam roller, buy theirs rollers. I didn't buy their rollers last time. It went on fine without it, and I used it again, these foam rollers, for the prop. These are pretty decent foam rollers. They don't come apart, so I don't know why. I think they just want you to use their rollers, which I didn't read, and I'm not going to wait to order their pack of rollers. So I think these are fine. It worked fine for the prop, and it's held up, and it roller doesn't come apart. So let's start with our prop clean. Again, we've got 4 of those. So my goal is to try to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Use these up, really get it clean.
Oh, look, it's cute, white and blue.
Yeah, it's just like those little towels you get.
Ooh, I can smell the chemical on there.
All right, we'll do the top first.
Should always work from top to bottom.
And you can see I've got the zinc on it already.
Which is aluminum, correct?
Yeah, it's an aluminum anode. We always say aluminum zincs. Zinc is sort of they're anodes, and they could be magnesium, zinc, or aluminum. And this shoe is full with the mineral oil to keep for corrosion. It's pretty neat. When I took it out, though, some oil came out because of maybe the tilt of the boat, or it was hot, and so it expanded. And so I had to clean that up a little bit. But the shoe is full of oil to prevent corrosion on the inside of it.
So I'll go ahead and stop filming because I'm sure you'll have to jump over here on this side.
Yeah, so I'm getting some, I'm gonna do this whole side here, and then I'll come back, flip the rag over, and wipe it.
I can smell the alcohol in it, but I can't
Yeah,
think
it's not
with
strong at all. I'm not smelling it.
Oh,
When I use the
I'm just
rest of the
sensitive
stuff,
to
I
smell.
think I'll be using a respirator.
Yeah.
All right, so definitely brought off some colors here. So I'm going to switch it over.
And we are right here next to the road coming into the marina office, so there's some dust.
All right, so we are going to pre-mix the etching primer base. I've already done one. It's very thick at the bottom, so it takes about 10 minutes to mix. So I'm going to pre-mix both of them. I'm not going to put the hardener in yet. that'll go in and start using that. But I've already got everything cleaned with the prep clean wipes. We'll mix these, set them to the side, then go with the etching wipes. And as soon as we're done with the etching wipes, they recommend to put the primer on right away because there's no corrosive inhibitors on it. So pre-mix these, and you can see I call this is liquid gold. So most expensive half pint or whatever this is. This one isn't as bad. The other one, well, it's pretty hard on the bottom. So you can see it's all settled at the bottom. And there is a date on the bottom. This is good up through 2026, best used by. So I'm just peeling it off with their little stirring sticks, and you can see how thick it is at the bottom. So I'll spend 10 minutes or so stirring this, peeling it off the bottom, pre-mixing it, and then it'll be ready for the hardener. Okay. All right, the second step, feels like we've already done about 10 steps, but is the prep white. So another towelette that has their secret chemical on it, and it helps to chemically bond the primer to the bare metal. I'm going to start on the rudder because I want the cleanest area here, because this is where it always peels. Again, it's used chemically etch the metal.
You have a spot up there above the anoid where you missed.
Give me the paper towel. It says to wipe with a clean towel. You can see how much stuff still comes off.
And you're getting the top of the rudder as well.
Yeah, I'm going to do it a little bit last because I know it probably has a little more dirt on it.
So this must have some type of muriatic acid in it then, if it's etching.
Sure.
Don't smell it.
Very weak blend if it does.
Second coat going on.
Yeah, it goes on real thin, but once it starts drying, see it covers. At first, you initially think it's,
It's not a herring. Yeah.
But it's just a thinner.
Here goes the clear coat. Jim has 10 minutes to work.
Got a couple hairs from the primer brush.
All right. Within minutes, we are finished up on this liquid gold project, aka PropSpeed. Jim was dedicated and worked diligently during this yard period. It did take a lot of time to get everything done, and we are glad to be heading back to the water. Thank you for staying, clicking like and subscribing, and watching all the maintenance that goes into boating. We persevered through this yard period, and now it's time for fun and cruising.